Yeah, what's up, y'all? I'm so happy to be back. I'm excited. Good afternoon. You are now tuned in to LiveWire Radio, and I'm your host, Barz Nice, and this is Barz Block. And we're gonna take a ride today on Barz Block. I hope y'all brought y'all shovels. We're gonna go digging. I need y'all to go digging with me. This segment is entitled "The Lost Gems." Where we're gonna go back in the '90s, right? And look at some of those ones. Some people call them one-hit wonders, the ones that's forgotten, lost in time, or whatever. I call them lost gems. These are the songs that, made a major impact. Some of these songs that I'm going to play today actually was soundtracks in the 90s. And our next segment will probably touch the 80s, but I figured I would stay with the 90s this segment for y'all. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Let me tell y'all can check us out on all our live platforms at live.wire804 Facebook, _LiveWire Radio, that's the IG, and you have LWR804001, that's our YouTube. And we are Barz Block, and I'm your host, Barz Nice. And like I said, today we're going to get into some of these lost gems. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday. I hope you had a nice week, and I hope you enjoyed this show. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in, that's going to tune in, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got a dope show for you today. So without no further ado, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to get it started, right? My first song, I know people from up top remember this song, right? Especially if you was from Jersey. This is the Double X Posse, right? I'm not going to be able to do it. Right here on LiveWire Radio, Barz Block. What's up, y'all? In live land. If you were tuning in, fam, what's good? It's your host, Barz Nice on Barz Block. And we are here today. We got a lot to talk about. I got some random topics, man. I hope y'all can tune in on the comments. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about some things. I'll get it started right now, actually. And I'm happy to say, man, in the studio today, I got some of my friends, man, that came along, man. My man from Petersburg, my man from Richmond. I got B. Murphy in the building. I got
B. Murphy. That's B. Mumford.
B. Mumford, excuse me.
Mumford.
I'm sorry.
That's B. Mumford.
Yeah, Mumford.
Yes.
Mumford.
Let's get it right for B.
Let me get it right. B. Mumford. I apologize, brother. Forgive me. And I got the one only Wop Chops in the building, like a chilled wind. Ladies and gentlemen, when I seen him, I thought I saw a ghost.
Facts. We all in here today.
And of course,
get it.
You hear him in the background. I ain't even got to introduce him. You know who he is. That's the black intelligent gangster. Hey. In the building like a chilled wind.
Hey.
Bully boy.
We get it. What's up, good, y'all? Everybody? What's happening? I hope everybody had a good week and everything. Y'all can't see my face because I intended it to be that way. This is Barz Block, not Barz and Bully Block. So what's good with y'all people? We behind the scenes, and I want to know how y'all been. Yo, the message box is here for y'all to just chime in and say what you feel and talk with us. Tell us what you think about the music. So please, by all means, be a part of the fun, be a part of the show, and leave a comment. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend because we are doing our thing. We are LiveWire Radio, and we get it.
And the place to be.
Gang.
We got some random topics. I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all too today, right? I got some random topics that people from my generation they're gonna appreciate. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? This platform is geared towards, propagating and preserving the culture, you know what I'm saying, to the fullest. And this is where we highlight the legends and the pioneers and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? This is our platform. This is the indie artist platform. If you are an indie artist and you would like to have your music on LiveWire Radio in rotation, right? There is a process, but first you have to email us. You know what I'm saying? Email us a drop for LiveWire Radio. Email us your music with the date that it was released, right? And also the name of the song, who was featured on the song, right? Send that to us at LWR804 @gmail.com. LWR804@gmail.com. That's the process, you know what I'm saying? Send me your music in. What's up, Sean Butters, Nicole? You know what I'm saying? From Bush, Butters and Kush Radio. Peace, peace, peace.
Okay, yeah, they're there. They're there because she just answered. Go to.
Hope everybody having a fantastic weekend once again. You know what I'm saying? If you are listening in on the LiveWire Radio Facebook page, we thank you. We thank you for listening. And if you're listening on the radio station on the Live 365, excuse me, the Live 365 network is where you can catch LiveWire Radio. And we're gonna kick it off, man. Like I said, we got a dope show today. And we are back live. What's up if you are listening on LiveWire on Live 365? What's good with y'all? You know what I'm saying? That was the Double X Posse, right? And like I said, we're going to go digging. So let me tell you about Double X Posse. They were out of New Jersey, Jersey City, New Jersey. And they hit single, Not Gonna Be Able to Do It, was off the Put Your Boots on the Ground album in 1992. Not Gonna Be Able to Do It was number one on the Billboard Hot Rap Singles and 68 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Singles and Tracks, and that was in 1993, right? And then they had another second single called Head Cracker for my hip hop heads. If you remember that reached like number 15 on the Hot Rap Single charts off the second album, Rough, Rugged, and Raw, in 1995. Both released on Atlantic Records. So to all my hip hop heads, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all remember that. Not gonna be able to do it. Dude had one of them exquisite, unique voices. You know what I'm saying? That rugged voice, man. It was dope, man. I remember them back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, y'all? If you're listening in on LiveWire Radio, you know what I'm saying?
We have a comment. What's up?
We have a comment.
Laquan Land Jackson. Blessings, Laquan Land Jackson, a.k.a.
Peace.
A.k.a.
Q.
Quantum Q. Yo, Laquan Land Jackson says there's no station better than LiveWire and no hip-hop show better than Barz Block. Salute,
Peace.
Laquan Land Jackson. Thank you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yes,
I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Thank you, my man. You know what I'm saying? We thank you all. If you're tuning in, like I said, if you're listening in on LiveWire Radio on the Live 365, you can also check us out at LiveWire, at live.wire, 804, that's the Facebook, lower hyphen LiveWire Radio, lower hyphen, that's the IG, and then LWR80401, YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Tell them again, man, because you was a little all over the place. Tell them again, boy. Tell them again.
I was at live.wire 804. That's the Facebook. Lower hyphen LiveWire Radio. Lower hyphen. That's the IG. Then LWR 80401. That's the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, y'all? I hope y'all having a good weekend, like I said, man. And I hope you bought your shovels. Listen, if you're listening in, man, look, go. If you can go on the live, right, on any of those platforms I just listed, right. Put in the comments. I want everybody to do me a favor. Put in the comments your lost gem. What was the song or a song that you remember that we don't hear anymore, but it was very, very impactful in the music, you know what I'm saying, in the hip hop, especially in hip hop, you know what I mean? Whatever you can remember, you know what I'm saying, put it in the comments, let's discuss it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? My next joint, man, we're gonna get into, man, is a joint, man, one of my favorites, producer and spitter from Detroit, Michigan. Y'all all know him by JD or Jake Dilla, right? And this next song is called Get This Money by Jake Dilla. Let's go. Hey. What you say? Get this money. You know what I mean? This is one of, hey, look, this song, if y'all listening live, man, I would implore everybody, even everybody here, man, in the morning when you get up, right, and you got to go to work and you're having a rough morning, I blast this song on my way to work sometimes, man. Get this money. Every day. You know what I'm saying? Blast this song, man. This song right here will put you in a whole nother field of thought, man. I mean, you just be like, I'm going to get this money. Ain't nothing going to stop you from getting that money. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, getting the money. You know what I mean? What up?
Hey, what's going on out there? Hey, look, let me tell you something. Clef Majors has an event coming up soon. It'll be on the 21st.
Right.
It'll be March 21st from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Yellow House Studio. It is called Moonlight and Melodies.
Word. Moonlight and
Melodies.
Word.
So that's Clef Majors.
Say that again, March what?
March 21st at Yellow House Studios on Broad Street. Moonlight Melodies. He's promising it's going to be a night to remember. And knowing him and the music that he puts out, it shall be. So salute Clef Majors for bringing artists together, especially R&B artists, to put things together and make themselves known. You know, VA, we saturated with rappers. Yeah. Everybody's a rapper. Some of them are relevant and some of them are really just, crabs in a barrel. Right. But to have somebody who brings out artists that sing, they don't get as much play. People sleep on the singer artists. Right. And they need that light as well. So say that singers.
Well, if you look at it, I'm gonna say this.
Well, hold on. Let me get this out here. Singers, if y'all have a song that you want played or put in rotation, LWR804@gmail.com. Email it to us and email us your stage name, the name of your album that it's off, or the single, and when it was made, so that we can get the metadata filled in and y'all can get in rotation. Now we're offering free rotation for just a little while. After a while, it's gonna cost. So, while you have a chance, get your music in, and we will listen to it first. And if it's not clear, if it's not correct, if it's not recorded in a way that is enjoyable to everybody's ear, then it will not be played. And I will email you back and ask you if you could send us a cleaner version of your music. So LWR804@gmail.com. Let's get these R&B singers jumping because they dope. Now, what were you gonna say, Barz? I'm sorry for cutting you off, brother.
We get ready to go and talk about this Jay Dilla song. We're right back at you on LiveWire Radio, and this is your host Barz Nice with this segment of Barz Block on LiveWire Radio. We talking about the lost gems. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about the lost gems and the songs from the '90s, right? That were influential, right? That were so impactful that some of these songs actually made it to soundtracks, right? Some of these songs were just popular party songs, you know what I mean? That was at every event that you went to, you heard this, you heard these songs, you know what I'm saying? Some of these songs, just made an indelible impression, man, on people. That song that you just heard, of course, Get This Money, Jay Dilla, was released in 1999 off the album Office Space bonus soundtrack produced by Jay Dilla from the group Slum Village, consisting of members Bateen, T3, and Jay Dilla himself. Now, this next song, but before I go into that, right, I was going to talk about what my man Big was talking about, right, and it ties into that. The R&B, right, if you remember in the early beginning stages, right, I would say 90s, pretty much 90s. I ain't going to say early beginning stages. I'm telling my age. But in the 90s, right, I'm a second generation hip hop artist. There's most of us is in the studio, and probably most of you that's listening to this show right now. I could be wrong, but anyway, hip hop and R&B was synonymous. Most of the time back in the day, most of your banging this hip hop songs had an R&B singer singing the hook.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. True indeed.
What I'm saying?
True indeed.
So they hip hop and R&B is like they're synonymous, man. So yeah, in the comments also, man. Put in the comments if you have a hip hop R&B song, you know what I'm saying, or a song that you feel like the R&B artist made the hip hop song. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of cases. That's what it was, man. Who was it? Let's see. While we here talking, Joe, did Joe ever sing in any hip hop songs? Anybody in here know?
You talking about I want to know, Terry? That Joe?
Joe, yeah.
I ain't heard. You heard that one?
He did it on with 50, right?
With 50,
He did. Salute.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah. And did one with, I think, Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks.
Oh,
yeah.
word?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look that one up. I ain't hear that one, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah,
I remember that one now. Yeah.
That's
That was one of his most famous ones.
Yeah. Wow. What was the name of the song? Anybody know? If anybody out there knows the name of that song, Laquan Leonard Jackson, "Passing Me By," the Far Side, one of my favorites. So did Joe singing "She Keeps on Passing Me By"?
No.
Oh, "Don't Want to Be a Player" with Big Pun.
Yeah.
Joe. Yeah. Right, Laquan. That's right, Quan.
Yeah.
Big Q.
Yes, sir. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, man. It's synonymous, man. You know, I mean, it's dope, man, because, and that's what I'm saying about the culture of hip hop, man. Hip hop is such a beautiful culture because, you know, we always infuse, you know, like Grandmaster Cash said this, right? Hip hop didn't invent anything new. It reinvented everything, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. Yo, if you are tuning in to our station, you know what I'm saying, on the Live 365, you know what I'm saying, we thank you so much, man. And we are also on Facebook at live.wire804. And we are also on Instagram at _LiveWire Radio right? And we are also on YouTube at LWR80401, right? And that's our YouTube, you know what I mean? You can check us out there live. What up, everybody? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Saturday, man. Especially after, this weather, man. What y'all think about this crazy weather, man?
Yo, it's been insane. 73 and then 43 and then snow. And then, look, the bad thing about it is I don't know where everybody's area is, but they had big sugar booger flakes coming down. That looked like, you know what I'm saying? They had sugar booger flakes coming down. I was like, what? These Jays look like straight cocaine coming down out the sky. That was crazy. I was like, it was just 73 degrees the day before.
Yeah, I woke up that morning, it was 77.
83, that's right. 83. Yeah, and here we go, and with snow.
Yep.
The heck?
Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, it was so crazy. I got up that morning, it was 77 degrees, and I went outside to start my car in a tank top. And by 12 o'clock, I had on long johns. You know what I mean? And I was bundled heck back up, man.
Bundled right up. That's right.
Be ready for the March 16th through the 19th because that's when it's supposed to snow again.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. But I hope y'all enjoying your weekend nonetheless, man. My next joint, right, that I'm gonna introduce, right, this joint right here, I know everybody. You better remember this one, right? And this I have a pleasure. This is a DMV. This is a DMV artist, right? And this is, when I say DMV, I'm talking about the DC, Maryland, Virginia side of the DMV. You know what I mean? Because I already told y'all about that. It's Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. You know what I mean? That's the Delmarva Peninsula. All right? I ain't gonna argue with you. You can argue with your mama. You know but anyway, you got DC, Maryland, and Virginia. This artist was from the DC, Maryland, and Virginia side of the DMV. All right? And they go by the name of Nonchalant. I know y'all remember it. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Where you gonna be?
Outside on the corner.
Let's go. I like, you know what, this song though, but that's the difference though, like, in the times too, yo. Like, she was talking about, you remember the video? You better get you something. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to tell her little younger brother. I think he got killed in that video. I mean, it was in the video, but basically, I like how they always would highlight they would tell people, hey, look, you're doing something wrong, man. This is the dangers of it. In the beginning of the video, she's like, "Well, you going at 5 o'clock in the morning?" You know what I'm saying? What business you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no job, where you going? What you doing? You better get yourself together.
All of a sudden, it caught up with him.
But people didn't know that lifestyle, man. That 90s lifestyle, man. That crack era, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That was terrible.
Terrible.
That's what brought us down.
You ain't lying. When it brought us down, but when the Coke area came in, it started, and that was more of the Caucasian side. They was tearing that Coke up in the major industries, but and in the major corporations.
But they said
but then somebody gave a brother some Coke and said turn it into something else, and then look how it swim in the water. We made it swim in the water, and we created something for us that would be cheaper, even though it's our death. We are killing us with that, but we figured out a way to take what they made. It's just like when we were young. Hold on, we're like when we were young, y'all, and y'all check with y'all grandparents and everything, like I did. Our people got everything that was left from the table, scraps from the table.
Right.
We learned to make gourmet meals out of scrap. They threw us plenty of parts of the pig. It was like, okay, throw us that pig. Man, we had them chilling and hog maws. They were cooking the head, the snout, everything.
I saw a picture of that, man, where it had a man came out and it was a picture of what was left.
Yeah, nothing when we got it.
All the organs was there, the heart,
right,
the liver,
right,
the intestines.
Right, and here you go. Now, then they introduced things like giblets, gizzards, and the inside those gizzards, what you got? The hearts are in there too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have you eat those organs. They gave us those organs and we ate them. But those organs, they thought that they were giving us the junk. They were giving us the best parts. They were eating the part that was junk.
Right.
But they thought it would, except for the swine, y'all. Hey. But whatever they gave us, the organs, those were the best parts. Those were where all the nutrients were. And then you wonder why your slaves are running around there like cock diesel strong, women and men, besides the fact that you got them working like they crazy.
Right.
But they strong because y'all feeding them what they need.
Right.
And y'all thought, well, let's give them this trash. We're like, man, look at this treasure. And that's how it's all. And the same thing with crack cocaine. They say, okay, well, we're going to make it. And it was too expensive for our people.
Right.
We couldn't afford that. We were from the slum.
European. That was what they said. It was white man.
Right. Yeah. And they were going to make it white man's prices.
Right.
So that, somebody gave a brother a little bit. And he went and got crazy.
Yes, sir. And we're right back at you. That was nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, nonchalant hailing from Washington, D.C., a.k.a. Chocolate City. 5 o'clock, released in 1996, February 6th, off the album Until the Day, a song that was #1 as well on the Hot Rap Singles Chart, 24 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Wow.
A song talking about the dangers of the drug game and being at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, that song, it was one of my favorites, man. And like I said, it was a DMV artist, man, nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of the Chocolate City, man. I mean, DC, for those, you know what I'm saying, know about DC, man. DC is a rough area.
You ain't lying. Still rough. I don't care what they say they cleaned up. Still rough.
The east side, the northeast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Certain parts of DC. I had an aunt living in DC. Them things, angel dust.
Yeah, all man. All that crazy
stuff was there, man. I mean, growing up, man. So,
and that was all a part of the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, even when you were like ride the white horse, that was hip hop culture.
Right. White lines.
Hip hop culture. They started once we were given that, we started glorifying that.
Yeah.
Once we still are, but once we start glorifying that, and then one brother said, you know what? I can make something cheaper out of this. Let's see how this swim in the water.
But you know what's funny? I heard a song by Chuck Rock.
Uh-huh.
He said that Nixon had the formula for supposedly had the formula for crack in '64.
Yeah. What?
They just didn't know how to put it out.
Wow. Well, they must have gave it to one of their housemates or something. The one of the brothers in the White House said, man,
Freeway Ricky.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Freeway Ricky, man, he was the chef.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was chefing so hard, you know what I mean, that they gave him a call. The plug gave him a call. Hey, look, I need you to do this.
Yeah.
That's right, you know what I mean? And then that started the onslaught of the war. They said it was a war on drugs. It was a war on us.
On us,
You know what I'm saying? If you were tuning in on the LiveWire Radio show on Live 365, you can also check us out on our platforms at LWR80401. That's our YouTube _ LiveWire Radio _ That's our IG, and at live.wire804. That's our Facebook. What's up, y'all?
Hey, let me just interject again. What's up, people? What's up? What's up? It's your boy. We get it. Hey, just to say again on air for those who did not hear, if you're not tuned into Facebook, on March 21st at Yellow House Studios on Broad Street from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., Clef Majors is holding Moonlight and Melodies. So if anybody is out and about and looking for a nice place to R&B it up in a good atmosphere, then that will be it. And hopefully LiveWire will be there to interview some of the people. So we'll see how that works. But March 21st, make sure you're all there. R&B singers, make sure you're all there. Get in tune and let's do it.
Word. This next song, you know, one of my favorites, by the teacher himself, KRS-One, Returning the Boom Bap. You know what I'm saying? And you know, of course, I'm the Boom Bap chemist. You'll see it right there.
The Boom Bap chemist.
LiveWire Radio. You know what I'm saying? And I'm your host, Barz Nice, the general on Barz Block. We get it. Let's go. Yeah.
Boom Bap chemist.
Boom Bap chemist.
Cooking chemistry.
What's up, y'all? I hope y'all tuning in. Well, thank y'all for tuning in, I should say. And I hope y'all tuning in too. I don't know why it is. You know what I'm saying? Well, I hope y'all tuning in, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, everybody? My random topic. If you tune in on the live, my random topic of the day. What's up, Mike J? What's up, everybody out there? Let me shout out everybody. And also, a happy belated birthday to Eric the Icon Dent, my stepson.
What up, Eric? Happy born day.
You know what I'm saying? You know. What's up, everybody? Butters and Kush, JD Hayes. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my shout outs. DJ Big Will, Little Terry, and Little Debbie. Everybody say ho, founders. Lauren Myers, the first B-boy. You know what I'm saying? And Hustle Hard, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, Hustle Hard.
Everybody in the 804, in the 804. Let me say it right, the 804.
Yeah, the 804. Look, we in conversation with Hustle Hard, so y'all keep an eye out. We're in conversation with Hustle Hard, so that may be something popping. Y'all keep an eye out.
Word. Sure indeed. My random topic today, right? Everybody remember when hip hop artists wore suit jackets? When did it change? Run DMC wore blazers with Lee jeans and Adidas. You know what I'm saying? When you think about all the MCs from back then, Heavy D and the boys used to wear kente cloth suits. You know what I mean? Everybody used to wear. Remember, everybody used to wear suits or blazers. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course, Run DMC had the blazers with the fedora hat. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he was a Def Jam artist. You had the Dookie Road chain. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But everybody back then, man, if you look at you go back, look at the pictures, right? Most of the artists, man, they wore suits. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, Father MC, you know, I said Heavy D and the boys. Kane used to wear suits. You know, some of the dopest lyricists, man, wore suits, man. You know what I mean? You know, when did it change? You know what I'm saying? I can tell you when it changed. You know what I'm saying? I was there. You know what I'm saying? But I want to hear from y'all where you was at. You know what I mean? What y'all was doing and what y'all was wearing. You know, in Delaware, man, being so close to everything, you know, being 3 hours from New York, 2 hours from Baltimore or whatever, and maybe depending on where you were in Delaware, you might be just 45 minutes or so. You know what I mean? But we seen it all. You know what I mean? We seen, that was one of the beautiful things. You just go and you see where everybody was going in their respective areas. Everybody made hip hop. That's the beautiful thing, like I said about hip hop. You know what I mean? People made hip hop their own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We talk about this all the time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's the beautiful thing about the culture, man. You can make it your own.
Yes.
And it will give you a way to express yourself wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be in your fashion, your slang, what have you and whatnot, different things that you can express yourself. You know what I'm saying? And we are live and direct on LiveWire Radio, and I'm your host, Barz Nice, and you are on Barz Block, right? And we're talking about the lost gems, one-hit wonders, if you will, whatever you want to call them. Listening live, you know what I'm saying? We thank you if you are on all our platforms, like I said. You know what I'm saying? Go in the comments, man, and post your favorite lost gem or song that you remember from back in the day that was impactful. So a lot of songs, made soundtracks. This next joint I'm gonna get into, right? This young lady, right? She kind of gave me Erykah Badu vibes. You know what I mean? And she goes by the name of Simple E. And this song we're about to play on LiveWire Radio is called "Play My Funk." "Play My Funk" was like it gave me like Erykah Badu vibe, like neo soulish.
Oh yeah. That used to be my joint though, bro.
This here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That joint was playing.
Yeah. Yep. This is one of them songs, man. Like I said, people, like I don't even hear it on the radio. Like,
nah, you don't hear that no more. Even when you play old school music. But you know what? I am going to go and find that, and I'm going to snatch this one, and I'm going to put it on the station for our old school Sundays.
Okay.
Hey, y'all make sure to listen in. LiveWire Radio be jumping on Sunday with the gospel in the morning for everybody getting ready to get up and get their praise ready. We are on point, and we do have local artists in there as well. And then we move into the afternoon. We move into some nice jazz, and you feel good. And then we move into some soul, and you feel good. And then by the evening time, it's time for that old school hip hop, baby. It's time for us to get that gang going. So that's Sundays. Y'all join in, but join in through the week because I'm trying to tell you, LiveWire Radio be in the cut doing their thing. We be jumping. So make sure you go to Live 365 and go to LiveWire Radio and jump with us because I'm trying to tell you, we do our thing, man. That's just it. That's just it. We do our thing.
We got that spark, man.
We got that spark.
So, we do our thing, man. And we are always going to be what you hate.
That's right.
You at least expect.
That's right.
You're going to see us, you know what I'm saying? LiveWire Radio, you know what I mean? Hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. And like I said, you are now tuning in to Barz Block. I'm your host, Barz Nice General. And we're talking about lost gems. For those everybody, if you're just catching on, you just tuning in. We're talking about the lost gems, man. We're going back in the 90s, at least to the 90s.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the songs that a lot of these songs made soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right now we're listening to Simple E, Play My Funk. You know what I'm saying? I'll read it for y'all. You know, for y'all that's tuning in on live, Simple E, artist and hip hop singer, songwriter whose debut, Play My Funk, was a single released in 1994 by Erica Williams, and it was put out via Fox Records. I never heard of Fox Records until this day. Who then released their album, Colors of Sound, on October the 11th. And she had two singles that were released, Blue Jeans, and this was Play My Funk, which was 92 on the Billboard I'm sorry, it reached 72 on the Hot 100 Billboard. Play My Funk appeared in Sugar Hill soundtrack. You know what I mean? So, you know, she kind of give me them Erica, the Erica Badu vibes. What kind of vibes she give y'all, man?
About the same, but not quite because Erica can actually sing.
Yeah.
She is okay, but it kind of if it does, it's only like to me a twinkle.
Yeah.
Because Erica just has
Erica
Erica's
just got aura, man. She got aura.
Yeah.
So energy, her energy is just,
Yeah.
Yo, we are back. You know what I'm saying? On LiveWire Radio on Barz Block. I'm your host, Barz Nice the General. And like I said, that was Simple E. Simple E was an R&B artist and hip hop singer songwriter who debuted Play My Funk was a single released in 1994. You know, and that was on Colors of Sound on October 11th. It was on Fox Records. She had 2 singles off that album, and it was Play My Funk, which we just heard, and Blue Jeans. Play My Funk reached 72 on the Billboard Hot 100. And it also, Play My Funk, appeared in the Sugar Hill soundtrack. Yeah, that was one of my favorite back in the day, quote unquote, gangster movie. That was your boy Wesley Snipes and my man.
Yeah, Sugar Hill.
Sugar
Yeah.
Hill, you know what I mean? That was a dope show, man. A dope movie. Like I said, that was Play My Funk by Simple E. She was a very, very, very dope artist from back in the 90s, man. Made a nice impact. Had a dope sound. You know what I mean? This next joint I'm going to get into, this crew, I know everybody better remember this crew, right? This crew here, man, one of my favorites, man. They was just dope, man. They give me most of the guys, you always tell, man, they had that I don't know, it was just a different sound that Oakland had, man. This next group, man, is Souls of Mischief, 93 Till Infinity, right here on LiveWire Radio. Yeah, this group right here, man. I know y'all remember this.
Oh, yeah. 93 yeah, come on.
Well, do you remember it?
Hmm?
Do you remember it? 93 Till Infinity.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah. Like I said, what's the song? Let me see. What's the other song there? It was from out of Oakland, California. It was another song they had. It was on the soundtrack too. Low Down Dirty Shame, that's what it was. It was soundtrack Low Down Dirty Shame. Pete. Yeah, it was too. It made the charts too. They were another group too called the Hieroglyphics. There was a group called the Hieroglyphics. They were part of. But Souls of Mischief, man, they give me them Far Side vibes. From Far Side, from Oakland, California. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all tune in live and direct. Hope y'all tuning in at live.wire804. That's our Facebook. Lower hyphen live wire radio, lower hyphen Instagram, and LWR 80401. That's our YouTube page. Hope y'all having a wonderful afternoon. I hope y'all enjoying the show, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the shovels out. We digging.
Yeah.
We are digging. What's good? What's good? Go in the comments. Tell us what your favorite Lost Gem is. What song that people, a lot of people like back then. Also, the random topic. What was you want any groups that wore suits? We're talking about groups that wore suits back in the day, or at least blazers. Remember Run DMC, of course, with the blazers with the mock turtleneck, Dookie rope chain, and the Lee jeans. You know what I'm saying? And the shell top Adidas. You know what I mean? And different groups. List them in the comments. The different groups that wore suits. And also, like, when did it change? I'll tell y'all when it changed. I'm trying to see if anybody else can tell me what changed, but I don't know what's going on. I can tell you when it changed and who changed it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might not agree, but you know what I mean? I know. And when they changed it, they came out, man, they changed it, I mean, dramatically. You know, we went from wearing suits to baggy jeans to Maurice Malone, polo, Tommy Hilfiger shirts, you know, and so on and so forth. You know, depending on where you was at, though, like I said, if you was up top, you know, and, it was so many different things. Depending on where you was at. Yeah, right back at you. And that was Souls of Mischief from Oakland, California, released in 1991, 93 Till Infinity off of Jive. No Man's Land, 1995, Jive. And they have released 4 more albums, a total of 6. They were on Imperium, Hieroglyphics, BMG with the platinum and gold certification soundtrack, and Low Down Dirty Shame. Peaked 200 on the Billboard chart, certified gold. They were formed in 1991. I think A Plus produced this particular song, 93 Till Infinity. It was Opio, Festo, and Tajay. And they also were known as the Hieroglyphics. And that was 93 Till Infinity. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are now tuned in, you are tuning in to Barz Block, and I'm your host, Barz Nice, the General.
Yeah.
In the building like a chilled wind.
Yeah.
You know, what's good with y'all out there, man? What's good, everybody? I hope y'all listening in, and I hope you're enjoying the show, man. We thank you for listening in, you know what I'm saying? This next joint I'm going to get into, this is one of my favorite Bronx MCs, the Great Diamond D.
What's the name of the song? The Great Diamond D is in there. Hey, look, y'all. Yeah. I thought the name of the song was something else, but the song's The Great Diamond D. What, you see me do that, bro? I just messed this whole thing up. Thank you for covering me, bro. Yo, The Great Diamond D. We get it. My bad, bro.
It's all good.
Play with it, play with it.
That's man. The MC is called the Great Diamond D, but Sadat X, it's actually Sadat X, Sean Price. There's Ruck on here too. From from the Boot Camp clip.
Yeah, Boot Camp clip. Yeah.
But it's called the Great Diamond. Diamond D produced it. Out of 4 projects, man. I've been through there, man. My wife took me through the whole area, man. You go through the Bronx. I would implore anybody, man. If you're a hip hop fan, I would tell everybody, man, go to the Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Go to the Bronx, man, and look at all the murals in different areas, man. Where hip hop originated, man. It's just a beautiful vibe, man. You can see hip hop all day, every day in the Bronx. Especially in the Bronx. Anywhere in New York, but especially in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What's up, y'all? I hope everybody is having a wonderful afternoon. If you're tuning in live on the Barz Block page, I thank you if you're tuning in live from my Facebook, which is live.wire 804. And if you're tuning in from my Instagram, LiveWire Radio, YouTube LWR 80401. That's our YouTube. What's up, y'all? What's good with y'all? I am your host, Barz Nice, on Barz Block on the Live 365 network on LiveWire Radio. If you are a DJ, let me say this right. If you're a DJ, BBRS804, right, at gmail.com. Send your 30-minute mix to BBRS.8041. Sorry, yeah, 80, I'm getting mixed up. BBRS804 at gmail.com. That's the Barz Block Radio Show. DJ, send your MP3 mixes in, man. 30-minute mix with a drop, you know what I'm saying? Shouting out LiveWire Radio, Barz Block, and, let's get you on the air, man. Let's get you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's play some music, man. Send it in, R&B artists, send your music in. LWR804 at gmail.com. Send your music in. Artists, send your music in. Make sure you send a drop. Make sure you put the date it was released who was featured on the song, you know what I'm saying, and the name of the song, you know what I'm saying, of course, you know what I'm saying, yeah. But anyway, enough of knowing what I'm saying. I am your host, Barz Nice General, and you are now tuned in to Barz Block. What's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all enjoying your day. You know, that trivia question's coming up next. I got that trivia question. You know, we always got trivia for you. I couldn't do it without. I gotta educate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We gotta let everybody know this is what this platform is about. Barz Block, preserving the culture, highlighting the artists that made indelible impressions in the culture, right? And preserving the legacy of the pioneers and legends in the culture of hip hop. You know, this is what we do here at Barz Block. Again, I'm your host, Barz Nice the General, and we are live on Live 365 on LiveWire Radio. In the building like a chilled wind. You know what I'm saying? This is one of my favorite songs that Sadat did, man, with Dami D, man. Just once again proves Dami D's skill set, man, with the horn. That was his trademark, too. Yep, I'm right back at you. You know what I'm saying? That was the great Dami D with Sadat X featuring Sean Price and Ruck from Who Can't Click. And that was the great Dami D. You are now tuned in to Barz Block on LiveWire Radio on the Live 365 network. What's up, y'all? What's good with you? Look, as promised, like always, I told y'all I keep y'all in the loop. You know, this is what we're gonna educate you on this platform, the platform that's dedicated to highlighting the legends, the pioneers, preserving the culture. You know, and we like to educate people and bring people up to date. You know, if you don't know, for people who may be third generation hip hop artists or fourth generation hip hop artists, well, we gotta let you know, we gotta preserve the culture and the legacy. One of the groups, right, that this trivia question, I want to ask you, who was the first all-female hip hop group? And I'm gonna leave it like that. I was gonna ask you what was their names, but I'm gonna see if you can get that question right first. Who was the first all-female hip hop? This is gonna be interesting. Who was the first all-female hip hop rap group? Can somebody put it in the comments? Let me say it again. Who was the first all-female hip hop rap group ever? Ever. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. This next joint we're going to get into, right? This one here is called Thinking of a Master Plan by YZ. This is my man from Jersey, Camden, New Jersey, as a matter of fact. YZ got a master plan. Yo, this dude, man, he was dropping some heavy. I mean, back then, that's what we did back then, though, man. You know, we dropped knowledge, man. We dropped gems. You know, and we kept the consciences alive. You know, as far as self-improvement of the people. You know, this was like free crack. You know what I mean? Before the crack came. And after the crack came, we let the hustlers in the game. Well, it became about money.
Yeah.
I just tell you straight. You know, we let the hustlers in the game, and the culture wasn't important no more. It was money. You know, so and that's just what it is. And you argue with your mother. That's just how. You know what I mean? But yeah, YZ, Camden, New Jersey artist, man. You know what I mean? Thinking of a master plan. One of my favorites, man. I want to say, man, shoot. For some reason, him and the Hilltop Hustlers had a beat. And I remember it was a song that Pete Rock made called Straighten It Out. And he was talking about that. He was talking about the beat between, which is something, man, today, right now, man, I don't know what it is in us, man, why we always got. I mean, I know, listen, I know that's part of the, the part of the culture, man. You know, you know, the competitive part, um, and everything. But it just seemed like, man, this beef thing, man, it's really different now. I'll just say that it's different now, man. It's not like it was before. Would y'all agree?
Yeah, oh yeah, I definitely agree. There's nothing like it
Like,
used to be.
They really don't play fair now.
It's dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a dirty game, dirty game.
Yeah, real dirty.
Yeah, then all the social media. I think what it is too. Social media kind of made it different too, man. Because now you got people making memes and just adding different things.
Mm-hmm.
When in our era, it was just you got in the studio, you said what you had to say, and you know what I'm saying, you try to destroy that person
Right.
by any means. You know what I mean? The LL Cool J and the Cool Mo D. I mean, it just seemed like that song. Rock. When Cool Mo D took the L's. You know what I mean? And I mean, it just made a whole daggone segment of the rhyme just about L's. You had back then, people, man, we did what we had to do, but, you said what you had to say, and it left it at that. Then it changed, it got personal. Some people took the beat into the street, and, but we never did that, back in the day. Let me add, we never did that. We never took the beat, not to my knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And if you were somewhere else, you made no difference. But, you know, and, I know that, of course, we had the MCs up in the Bronx. You know what I mean? I remember listening to Karis one man. They had beef with you. They run up on you. They run up on your they run up on your set and sound check. You know what I mean? And come at you. Yes, sir. I'm right back at you on LiveWire Radio. I am your host, Barz Nice, and you are now listening to Barz Block. We were just listening to YZ Master Plan. Like I was telling y'all, everybody that's listening in live land, you know what I'm saying? That was one of those songs, man, when we was encouraging brothers. You know what I mean? We always encourage our own to do better. When the hustlers took over the game, it became about money and the culture wasn't important no more. The moral standard in the culture got lost because we started worrying about money and other things. Which somebody might say, well, that's what it was about anyway, money. Well, yeah, it was about making money, but not at the cost of demoralizing your people. You know what I mean? You know, we want to thank all y'all. You know what I'm saying, that has been tuning in. Uh, we hope that you are having a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and you had a wonderful week. I was excited today because I would like to apologize, man. I would say thank you for your patience because life was life, and but we made it through nonetheless, and we are here. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I am your host, Barz Nice General on Barz Block, and we will see.
Hey, I have a song that I'd like to play before you go.
Okay, all right.
So
I'm sorry.
I wanna come on in and play this particular song from the Barz Nice project called Barz Nice and Friends.
Okay.
This is my request.
All right.
So I want to play Barz Nice and Friends, and this has not been released.
And it's going to be released this spring.
It's going to be released. So y'all getting your first shot here. I don't have to turn it down because I ain't got to worry about nobody blocking it because it's out.
It's out.
So without further ado, yes.
Yeah, we featured this on Butters and Kush, right?
On Butters and Kush. We featured it on Butters and Kush, but we need to play it for ourselves.
But this is the first time they're going to hear it, right?
Yeah, and the thing is that we got some hitters in here.
Yes.
We got Tone Red in here.
Yes.
We got Noah O in here. And we got the incredible Big Sty in here. So look, y'all enjoy this joint because this joint, we're going to ride off on this one right here. This is, thank you for tuning in. This is Barz Nice and Friends.
This Rich with J and this RBA hip hop. That's how we sound. Yo. I'm from the era of the la-di-da. Used to rock the box with running new. In the Adidas, got more balls than Mardi Gras. Big-breasted women jumping titties, popping out them bras. Haha, I made you look like Nas. I ain't no rookie with this rap shit. Look boy with a kingpin, cooking up that crack spit for the flow they fiend. So I'm hustling the flow now, so I can get the cash with the adjective, the verbs, and the pronouns.
Yo, that's word to my nigga Barz Nice, my nigga Big Style, my nigga Noah O, man. I been doing this shit, I been had these bars, and niggas can't fuck with it, nigga. So you gonna learn why they say
It's Tony Red. Hey, stop playing with me. It ain't no stopping me. I don't play by my money unless it's Monopoly. I spin the wheel on this revolver, take your treasury. And if you question my fortune, you be in jeopardy. Look, same number on my gun and my shoe size. My crew got the same guns that's on True Lies. I get to dissing these new guys. Cause like Martin on Life, the shit I spit is hot as them 2 pies. Hey.
Word, yeah.
You know who it is, Charge of Noah O. Barz Nice, I appreciate you for letting me come along, homie. Stop, what up?
Yo, independent brick by brick, building gain leverage. Track for track, check my catalog, the same message. Flaws is absent, flow immaculate. Body rap without the tummy tuck, close the casket. Goofy gas, they juice stats, but they souls is absent. Overdrive the finish line, but never blow a gasket. We aiming for infrastructure, lead the game restored. We open doors, excellence, repping the 804. Noah.
Ripping that 804. Red. It's what them haters be hating for.
Buzz.
What the fans still been waiting for.
Stop.
Say no more.
Look, they got me on a level Fred Hampton and Huey on. These rappers sound like they won first place at Goofy Con. Murder every track they threw me on. I told them I was the best, still waiting for somebody to prove me wrong. You never buzz cause your bars light. See, I'm the type to step in the all black party, dressed in all white. Bars so tight, they be begging me to say the same bars twice. Cause even Barz Nice say my bars nice, right?
Yep. What's good with y'all, man? If y'all are live and direct, we are Barz Block on LiveWire Radio. I'm your host, Barz Nice, in the building like a chilled wind. I hope everybody enjoyed this segment of the show, Lost Gems. We will be back next week. As Merle Haggard would say, I know it's a country singer, but my grandfather used to always say, as Merle Haggard would say, God willing and the creek don't rise. We will be back next Saturday at 3:30, from 3:30 to 4:30, and you can catch Barz Block every Saturday at 3:30 to 4:30 on the LiveWire Radio show on Live 365 Network. I am your host, Barz Nice. I thank you for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And we didn't get an answer back on our trivia question, but you could always save it for the next show. You know, if